Welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters primary candidate interviews. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Rebecca Johnson, and my guest is Leif Johnson, who is running for the office of U.S. House of Representatives, 2nd Congressional District. We are not related. This primary season, we are asking all the candidates of this office the same 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the answers are timed. This video of candidate Johnson's responses will remain on our website until after the primary elections on August 6, 2024. So candidate Johnson, thank you so much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office. So our first question, you bet. So our first question is, what should voters know about you that differentiates you from other candidates?
Well, I've been in industry forever, and my job is to fix things when they're broken, processes, machinery, things like that. And I believe I've got a very good perspective on what's wrong in Washington, D.C. right now, and I can fix it. I'm not going to go there whining and crying. I'm going to go there with solutions.
Okay, that's great. All right, our next question for you is, if elected, what are the most important and compelling issues that you hope to work on?
Inflation right now, because the inflation problem is 100% Congress's fault, because they keep creating money out of thin air that doesn't exist, and it devalues our money. When Ronald Reagan in '83 signed the first $1 trillion debt bill, we are now looking at $34 trillion. That puts our dollar compared to then at 3 cents. And this is entirely because Congress does not know how to not spend money. They're absolutely out of control.
Okay, great. Thanks. Our third question. Polls show that Americans are frustrated with the gridlock in government. Tell us about an experience where you effectively worked with someone with a different approach, different values, or different goals.
My job at work is to work with multiple different departments, and everybody's got their own agenda. And it's not difficult once everybody understands what your main goals are. And this, because gridlock in industry is just as much as it is in government, because you have to deal with accounting, you have to deal with HR, you have to deal with all the other departments, and then the other one is quality control. In my job, I deal with all of those departments on a regular basis. And when you bring it to them, when they come to me with a project, they go, hey, I need this. It's like, okay, number 1 priority in my job is safety. Number 2 priority in my job is to make sure that the lines are running, to make sure that everybody gets paid, because I'm non-value added. When I say non-value added, it's an industry term that means I don't put bolts in holes and the customer doesn't pay for me. So I have to make sure that my job is there to support that. If you put me into DC, it's going to be very similar. My job is to make sure that this thing right here, the Constitution, is what I go off of. And if you look at Article 1, Section 7 and Section 8 of the Constitution, it tells you what I'm allowed to do in Congress. And these are the only things that I'm going to do. Everything else gets pushed back to the states.
Okay, that's terrific. Thank you. Okay, I just want to say once again, thank you for giving the public this insight into your views and your values. Viewers, please don't forget to vote by August 6th. Ballots sent in by mail have to be postmarked by that date, and ballots placed in a drop box must be submitted by 8 p.m. on August 6th. For more information about voting, please see votewa.gov. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.